First, we need to take the quilling paper. I have taken 5 mm strips here, as you can see. The second thing we need is quilling needle. This is the most important tool that we will be using today. Then we require a scissor. Small one should do. And finally, a glue. I've used fevicol A+. Now let's begin. First, insert the paper into the ridge of the needle, as you can see. Now roll till the end of the strip that you have taken. Here I have taken half the strip of 5 mm. Now I'm going to press this to even up and hold it tightly so that the coil doesn't open up. Now glue the end and secure the tight coil so that it stays the way it is. So this is what we have. Our first shape is a tight coil with paper. The second shape that we will create is a loose coil. It's basically the same process, but here I'm going to apply much less pressure when I am rolling the paper, and we will let it remain loose. That's how we will get an open paper coil. Let's even up on both the top and the bottom and slowly release the paper coil so that you get even distance between the papers, and here is your open coil. Next, we'll go for the third shape, and here again we need to coil the paper first. Keep the pressure medium and coil the paper till the end. Remember, the pressure should be medium. Now slowly release and let it loose. You can also secure the paper with the glue before pressing both the ends. They also call this shape as marquise, but for the ease of things you can also call it an I shape. Here. Remember, do not press the center of the shape. Next shape is going to be similar to the previous one, except we will press the entire shape, including the center. Slowly release the coil between your index finger and thumb. These kind of shapes are very commonly used while preparing paper flowers. This is again a flat eye shape that I have created. The third and the fourth are quite similar to each other. Let's move on to the next one now. As you can observe, the beginning process of all the shape remains the same. You need to hold the paper with both the fingers, coil with a medium pressure so that you don't get a very tight coil, and you're able to release at the end to get a semi-loose coil. This is again similar to the third and fourth, except we will not be pressing both the ends here. We are creating a teardrop shape. So you just need to squeeze one end of the coil. We'll move on to another kind of a teardrop shape. with a slight curve on the top. So again, the process is same here, same as the 5th teardrop shape, except we will apply pressure on the tip. Watch me. Slight release, secure the end. Just like the teardrop shape, I have first squeezed one end and now I am curving the tip, as you can see. It's a curved drop that I have created here. Now moving to another one. Here again we are going to try another different type of a teardrop shape with the curves. Your grip on the paper has to be very gentle. Instead of pressing the end, I am going to press the 1/3 end of the coil here very firmly. Make sure your grip is quite tight, as you can see in this video. It's almost like a kidney bean shape teardrop that we have here. Our next shape is going to be similar to the eye shape that we created, which was the 3rd and the 4th one. The process remains the same, except we will apply the curving technique here to create a slug shape. Securing the end first so that we can secure the size of the coil. Press both the ends. Do not press the center very much. Now, in a zigzag position, create curves on both the ends. One end upward, the other end on the downward. Here you have a slug shape. These shapes again they create very beautiful sunflowers. You can try them. Just create maybe an open or a tight coil and create a slug shape surrounding it. You have your sunflowers. Next we are going to create another shape, is a square. Here again we have to repeat the same technique of the eye shape, except we will be pressing 4 ends here instead of 2. Now I have secured the end. For all these closed shapes we need to secure the end so that the shape does not get spoiled and we get exactly what we want. Ensure that the end is parallel with the rest of the coil. Now firmly press the tips to get the onion shape, and then finally press the other 2 ends, the 3rd and the 4th end. So we have pressed 4 ends here, and now bring the square to its normal shape, and here we have square with a little adjustment. Next, again we will play around with a square shape here to get slight curves. Slowly release. You take control of the paper between your fingers. Secure the end. Firmly press the 2 ends to create an eye shape, and then press the tips against each other to form an onion shape, and then press the 3rd and the 4th end also. Now you can press them against each other to give a curvy look on all the four sides of your square. As you can see, all these shapes begin with your paper strip and the needle. So these are the two most important tools that you require for paper quilling, and creating all these shapes will also give you a very good practice of quilling it with the needle, rolling the paper with the needle. Here again we are securing the end, and we are going for a triangle this time. I'm going to try to get a teardrop shape first and then press the bottom against your two fingers. If you get a curve on two sides, you can straighten them up, or you can also have curvy top sides of the triangle. Even that looks very nice. Moving to the next one. As you can see, paper quilling requires a lot of patience and precision. This time press it in such a manner that you get a diamond shape. So the technique is all about creating sharper tips for the shape that you want to create. The square, square with the curve, and the diamond, all the three have the same process. You can also use a tweezer to secure the end if it doesn't stick properly. Here we are going for a half circle shape. So your index finger and thumb against the other hand's index finger. You have to be quite precise to get this shape. Here you have your half circle. Now the same half circle can be converted into a moon also by applying pressure on the bottom center with your thumb. The reason I use fevicol A plus is the time taken for the papers to stick is quite low as compared to a normal fevicol or any other glue for that matter. This is the best option that I have experienced so far. First create a teardrop shape, and then with your nail press the center of the top to create a heart shape. You can press and check. If you're not satisfied, you can do it again and then bring it to the required shape of heart. Isn't it cute? Now we will go for the open-ended shapes here. First, so we will not be using any glue over here, and you will see how nicely the shape stays. You need to apply a very firm pressure while rolling the paper so that it doesn't open up. The coiled portion does not open up. These shapes are very good as fillers for your bigger outer shapes. This is a very good technique of pressing the paper against my finger. It gives a very nice soft curve to the paper, as you can see. It looks magical. Curl the paper inwards from both the ends. In this case, we'll roll the paper in opposite directions from both the ends, creating an S shape. This one again is a heart shape. I'm going to coil it only till the middle, one half inwards, and then the other half inwards till the middle. Make sure both the coil ends meet each other parallelly. Again, I'm folding the paper into half. I've taken a very small strip here. I've created a V, and this time instead of heart, I'm going to roll it outwards to create a V shape. Coiling has to only be till the center of the half paper. And finally, we have our last shape here for the day. I have created a tight coil, same as the first one. I'm going to secure the end first with a glue. Press it firmly. Now this we are going to convert into a tomb shape. First, press the coils inside and you will see that the paper is oozing out from the other end. You can use a thin object to further push the paper inside. Keep pushing very gently, be very gentle. So here are a few of the basic paper quilling shapes that I have created for you to learn. I'm Ishita Solanki from QuillbyEsh. You can visit my Instagram page.